and time for a big game breakdown. As always, sponsored and powered by Bet Online. Exceptional customer service, strong promotions, and every type of wager that we're looking for out there. Check out the bonus page, sportsbookreview.com, for the latest and best offers to open a new account today. Bet Online. Thursday night, ESPN, Ohio State and Indiana. Ohio State on the road, 20.5, 58 the total. Last time these teams met, it was Urban Meyer against Kevin Wilson. Wilson was let go. He's now the OC against Ohio State. It's an awkward situation. It was mistreatment and abuse of players why Wilson was let go. Wilson, quote, "You hugged them all, you love them," and that to me is a tough thing because you lost relationships with kids you loved. Those kids played very hard for us, and I got a lot of respect for them. How did the Indiana players feel about him, though, Teddy?
Yeah, exactly. Allegations of abuse and mistreatment. Kevin Wilson was not a well-liked guy in the Indiana locker room when he was let go as the Hoosiers head coach. This is the type of game we would expect Indiana to come with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder against the former head coach who left. I don't know if you want to call him disgrace, but it certainly wasn't a smooth exit for Kevin Wilson from Indiana. But, I mean, and this is a very different Buckeyes offense right now than the one we saw at the end of the season last year. Let's not forget how bad the Ohio State offense was down the stretch last year. They scored 21 points in the loss to Penn State, only 21. They barely escaped 17-16 against Sparty, the win over Michigan State, only 17 in that game. They scored only one offensive touchdown in regulation in that double OT win against Michigan, and that came on a 4-yard drive after a turnover. And they got shut out by Clemson in the playoffs. This offense didn't work last year down the stretch, and given the talent on hand, it might have been among the worst coached offenses in the country. You don't expect to hear that from any Urban Meyer team. Now we're talking Kevin Wilson, and this guy was a big-time offense coordinator before taking the Indiana job. He worked well at Oklahoma and the Bob Stoops offense, and of course, he's got a co-offense coordinator now in Ryan Day, who coached under Chip Kelly in the NFL for the last 2 years.
Indiana was mostly good offense, terrible defense under Wilson. Now there have been some changes under Tom Allen. Indiana before Allen, then his first season as DC last year, defense last 4 years. You look at this graphic, 2013, 39 points per game, then 33 and 38. Last year, 27 points per game and 380 total yards per game. The defense can take another step back, maybe. Nine starters back, and seven seniors in the starting lineup.
Yeah, and just going back to the situation with Ohio State of the offensive coordinator for just a moment. Got a real good quote from Urban Meyer talking about the addition of Kevin Wilson to that coaching staff. Quote, "He's good at what we were lacking. That's his world. That's also Ryan Day's world." So we think about Urban Meyer as a strong offensive mind. He's got some strong offensive minds around him now that have to help. But will that matter against this Indiana defense? You talked about it, Pauly. When you look at that graphic and see a defense that improved by 11 points and 130 yards per game last year. And this is a defense, Indiana's defense hasn't been good ever. And when you have 9 starters back, 7 seniors in the starting lineup, man, that could be a really good defense. The questions, however, come on the offensive side of the football for Tom Allen's team. This might be the weakest Indy offense in years. They've got 3 sophomores starting on the offensive line, no seniors, and they could be without their top wide receiver, Simmie Cobbs, who has not been announced as being suspended yet. But, we're talking about a guy who was suspended in the offseason on misdemeanor charges. He's facing a charge of public intoxication and that sort of thing. There is a decent chance Simmie Cobbs could miss the opener against Ohio State, and that would be one more problem for a Hoosiers offense that looks like it might be on the weak side in 2017.
Well, and also Urban Meyer likes to run it up, and with the Wilson factor, they could try to run him out in as far as a covering standpoint in ATS. They could rub it in and continue to try to score even if they're up 21 or 28 points. That's something that definitely matters in this one. Hey guys, for the full video, go to sbrpicks.com.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.